York against Albuquerque. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline.
Here we go.
So New York wins the tip.
Get the perimeter.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by George, wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Offensive rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down hard and nasty.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the miss by Oscar Robertson. Outside for George. Here's Ingram. Back to George. 5 to shoot. Williamson from long range.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And again, Albuquerque with a triple.
And the rare three from Williamson. What a confidence booster that could be.
Some nice passing by New York here. Back to Stoudemire. Floats one. And that's collected by Smith. Here's Robertson. It's rebounded by New York. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. It's hauled in by Duncan. Smith for three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New York. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's Hart on the wing. Pass to George. And the rejection by Smith.
He always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to LeBron. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
2 points. That one goes. New York trails by 3. Back to Curry. Worthy feeling it out a bit. Pass to Gilmore. Curry with it. Covered by Robertson. Clock at 6. Here's James. Rebound by Albuquerque. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Albuquerque shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And Robertson is a do-it-all kind of player, my kind of guy. I mean, he's also somebody you can trust to help facilitate your offense.
Now here's Robertson. And Duncan throws it down.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Worthy, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
New York trails by 6. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Hart, no good. To the paint. And here we go. Albuquerque, fast break. He gets it in there. Duncan's got 6.
Duncan that time using his length to take advantage on the break.
New York calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. That's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. It's good. Smith's got his second bucket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And so it's Albuquerque with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here's Worthy. Outside for Curry. And stolen by LeBron. To the middle. Here's Duncan. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Trailing by 10. Right side Curry. Out to Ingram. Hart wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Hart's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And here is Robertson. Here's Duncan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
And when you've got Ingram's length and reach, you gotta throw it down.
Robertson with it. Now guarded by Ingram. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Launches a three. And that one's good. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
A smooth shot from Ingram. Shooting with range is definitely an area that he's worked at.
New York trails by 4. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Smith. Smith on the wing. Over Williamson. Nice shot by Smith. And that's now 6 points for Josh Smith. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Albuquerque.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And it's Green missing. New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Williamson outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim Duncan picks one up.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
No good on the second free throw. Here's Robertson, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. And New York making a change here. And here's LeBron outside, and it's Ingram with the rebound. New York trailing. Now, here's George. Ingram outside. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. And it's Ingram missing. Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. A different look for New York. Here's Robertson. Down low.
Oh. You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Tatum's shot is off. For Albuquerque, they've made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. That free throw good from Williamson.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
Pass to Smith. Inside. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And here comes the break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Albuquerque leads by only 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And Albuquerque with the possession. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
And so here's Albuquerque. It's a 1-point game. Here's Robertson. And Oscar Robertson with the slam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Good eyes and anticipation allow Green to initiate the steal right there. Saw the opening and then just snatched it away.
To Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. It's going to be Jokic shooting. That one on George. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about him. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions. which I love seeing. And horse is apparently one of his other passions for sure.
Poked loose and stolen by Williamson. Here's Smith. The shot from the low post is good. Smith's got 8 points.
Jokic so dangerous when he's got the rock in his hands. He's a top-notch passer as well as a great scorer. He always delivers.
New York calls timeout. Here's Wall. Hasn't made one yet. From deep. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You know, this is something Wall continues to work on. Guards like him have to be able to knock down threes consistently to keep the defense honest.
Wall grabs the board. Here's New York. They trail by 1. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jalen Green. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
New York calls timeout. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Here's Williamson. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. .110 left to play here in the third. And here's George for 3. They get the rebound. Ingram outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. And the rejection by LeBron. Up the floor. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Here's Williamson. He just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
And I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
George, no good. And pushing it up is Albuquerque again in transition. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 7 points here in this quarter. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Albuquerque out in front, up by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the... 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so George will bring it up for New York. It's a one-point game. Curry can't get it to go. LeBron James on the wing. From 18 feet away. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And Albuquerque leads by 3.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to.
Reeves can't hit. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Poked away. Down low. Ingram. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Outside, George to the middle. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Albuquerque. They've led by as much as 10. George with the steal. As to Williamson. Some nice passing by New York here. George looking around. That's good. He's 5 for 9. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for New York.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Fires away from way outside. Derrick Rose grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
New York calls timeout. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. Now, Coach told his guys, it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Hart. Fires from deep.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the inside. Here's Duncan. Rebounded by Hart. New York trailing. Outside, Wall. It's Hart on the wing. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And Smith with the stop.
And using a mix of speed and power, no one wants to get in Smith's way.
On deep, Brunson connects from three-point range. Brunson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Duncan. Smith right side. Six to shoot. Kicks it out to Williamson. Duncan. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, we know Tim Duncan is a big-time player, and he knows exactly how to come through in the clutch.
Brunson outside. Pass hits the wall. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Albuquerque. Here's Smith. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Williamson. It falls!
I think the defense gave him a bit of a gift there. I mean, he got all the space he needed to go to work.
New York calls timeout. Thoughts on what coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And New York making a change here. Seven seconds left in the fourth. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Clark, it went in! Count it!
Yeah! Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
Phenomenal finish. A three at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only